Alright, well, we're ready to give this a shot. Here's our smoke, which is X-19. And we have our canopies. We've dipped them in future, so they're pretty clear. So we're going to do the inside in the smoke. We'll see how that looks and decide whether or not we want to add the yellow. Give it a bit, I don't want to go too crazy. Okay, there we go. We added some smoke to the back here onto our thrusters. That sort of knocked that down a bit, so I kind of like, here, let me get down so you're in focus here. I was up too high last time, I noticed. There we go. So yeah, that's getting a little bit sooty and grimy back there. And let me flip her over here. I kind of carried it along the back side underneath. So I think now we're ready to start piecing together all our stuff we got going on here and start getting the bottom almost done. So yeah. Got our decals. Now I hit it a couple times with the future, so I wanted to get a good bed in there. Now we can give it sort of a wet sand and stuff once we're done, but I wanted a good base, protect the paint before we start getting into any other extra weathering that we might want to do, depending on how crazy we get. But I think she's starting to come together pretty good. I'm liking that. That's looking pretty cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna set this aside to dry. We can set aside our canopy. They're going to be foggy, but I want this to dry for a good, I don't know, a few hours. I got to go back and look at the video. I think he said to let it set, I think overnight even. So I don't know, we'll see before we coat it again with the future, and then that should clear up all of that fog and leave us with a nice tinted window, which I think will be awesome. So cool. So a first for a few things on this build. All right. Let me get this set aside to dry, and we'll get into our gear and our missiles and stuff and whatnot. here, and I just want to get a coat of white on these and just make sure I've scraped off any bad stuff. A little sand where it might need it. Bring up the white, keep it a little bit of shadow if I can. Okay, bit of scrapage right there. You can see a little bit of a mold line. So I'm trying to get sort of brought out. That one's a fresh one. That can get cleaned down. Oh, speckling a bit. Damn, I'm having a bit of trouble with this nozzle the last little bit. Okay, okay, I hear you. I don't know why you're seeping either. Like to get rid of that. Get this tip of clean. Okay, we started on these. We'll get these done. Let's get the dust on these first. Oh, come on. Okay, that sucks. Let's try thinning you out a bit. Let's try that. Alright. Maybe just because it's white. Let's get back to you, specular tank. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's better. Alright, well, I've got the gear going together. I think I've got it in basically a good position there. It's hard to tell. We'll know better once it sets up a bit and I can get over, but it's looking fairly symmetrical. So I think it's going to be alright. And then we'll do some detail work. These doodads here, there we go, get that over there. Okay, there we go. Just gonna let that set, and then we can get started on up top here. I want to spray in some of this tread work that you see. Probably just stick it up over here in this corner. I want to add some of that just to either side here of the cockpit. So once this sets up, we'll get it hanging on our wings. Actually, I think that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm just going to flip it over and have it sitting up like this just so that gravity wants it to sort of do what it should do. It's a little piece of crud. All right. Okay, so when we come back, we shall carry yonder. We'll spray in these. So I'm just masking them out now. We'll mask out this other side, and we'll spray in that tread walk kind of stuff. And I'll show you how we did with the tinting, and we're getting real close. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're got our rubber black. What's a FA-18 rubber black, and we're just gonna spray in these. I know they're not the same. I want to make them different. I noticed on some of them there are different to each side. So I'm just gonna whip these in right now and hope for the best. I got the game on in the background, so I hope I don't get a copyright here, but yeah, let's get a coat in here. Actually, let me bring the camera down and we'll see how I make out. Alright. Oop, I'm gonna move my wheel. Move some of this stuff over just a bit. Okay. Alright. I don't want to be too crazy. Let me get us down here in focus. Okay. Get that out of the way. Gonna have to order one of those nice stands that Flory make now. They look like they'd be really nice. Don't want to go too heavy. Oh, whoa. So I don't want to go too heavy. Hopefully that didn't bugger anything up. It should be okay. Hit it a little hard, but... Right. I don't want to set that down on the gear yet. Just flip you around this way. Tack this tape down. Okay. Oh, lost my edge. Hey, get on there, you. Hey. Okay. There. Okay, let's peel this back and see what we got. Now I know I thought I could put 2 coats of clear over top of these decals to protect them, and yet somehow I peeled off the name on the side of the canopy on the side there, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could try to replace it with another one, or I'm not sure. We'll see what we got to do when we get there. But yeah, unfortunately I kind of detacked the tape too to sort of get this off. So we get an eyeball. created, whether it's gore or glory. Oh, yeah. Oops. Get that peeled back. Let's get this peeled back. Come on up. There we go. Okay. Gotta get that to come out. Oh, it's alright. We're gonna need you on right now. Oh, fuck, man. Wow. Wow. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Wow. Was sure I had lots of clear coat over that. Damn. That's not even very sticky tape either, really, generally. Man. What are we gonna do? Okay. What are we going to do now? Wow, that really totaled that, didn't it? Wow, jeepers. Wow. Haha. Model student for you. Well, let's get this peeled off and then we'll figure out what the best way to peel. Let's see what happens on this side. Yep, did the same on this side. Alright. Wow. Okay, took that right down. Okay, well, we're gonna have to deal with that on either side, aren't we? Okay, well, jeepers, that was not an unintended definite consequence, eh? Wowzers. Yeah, should have used some less tack. Well, now what are we gonna do here? There's what we did there. We did a lot of damage just doing that, eh? Lesson learned. Okay, well, I think what I'm gonna do is maybe I should try to just remove what we can remove. Sanding wise, might be the easiest way to remove some of this and just paint back in. Not sure if I can peel the rest of that up. Okay, maybe we can use tape again and just try to peel it. Oh, that's working. Well, I guess we'll just strip these decals and then we'll touch up our paint. Alright. It's stuck on there real good. This one around. Go back in. Let's get some sticky tape. Try to get this one off. Oh. Okay, well, there's a lesson learned for everybody. Gotta be really careful with your tape unless you want to start getting into some touch-ups. So that's two little hiccups we've had, both with paint and both with decals. So I guess the first one was with the decal, and then this one was more with clear coat. Whether I did not have enough clear coat to get me the adhesion I needed or what, not really sure. Okay, well, we got our handy slip strips put on there. Getting a little off here, but that's all right. Removed. Okay, so we could touch up. That's okay, not so bad. Okay, doesn't look too bad. I think that added a little bit of detail for what we sacrificed. But live and learn. We learn something every single time we build a model, so no reason why this one time should be any different. I want that shoved right up as far as I can get you. Get those wheels loud and proud. Okay, I'll worry about those doodads once we set up. Okay, well, a little bit of adversity, but you know, hey, we met it. Full with our chin up, full speed ahead. Whoa. Plus, we enjoy building the models too. I mean, I'm sure we'll get to the point where we make a model of a project where we're into every little scenic, you know, nook and cranny and everything. And I'm sure we'll get there. But for now, we like to build a model and, you know, I don't know, get it to a degree of completion where we feel satisfied. And then, yeah, build something new. But I'm sure as, you know, as we go along, there will be these builds where we do get right into, you know, making it maybe perfect, if that is a thing. But for now, we're just having fun, man. And I hope you are too. If you're joining me for this, I hope you're having fun. Please feel free to jump into the comments on any of my videos. Let me know, you know, if you think I'm doing something stupid, doing something good. Let me know if you'd like to see me do something, just as a challenge, or, you know, just for educational purposes. See what happens. I'm more than willing to take the risk and take the gamble, so that we can all learn together. Guess I should have turned down the game in the background there. Sunday night football. Always a staple around here. Anyways, I don't know about you folks, but for us, football is a pretty big deal. Okay. Things will stay right up there. Stay right up there, and I want to stay right up there. Okay, that's it. Let it set. Heidi, Heidi, ho, here we go. We got a missile, and I think I want to put a decal on them. Let's see. I should put it right, I guess, here. Gain control, we a lad. Okay, let's slide this puppy on there. Okay, hey. There we go. Okay. Line that up. Okay. Oh, that looks like that one around all right. Get a Q-tip here. Try to just keep that straight. Okay, here we go. One missile. Okay, put another decal on it right here. Let's put one of these on. I don't know what they are, but whatever. Can I pick you up? Oh, oh, hey now. Okay, hold on. Let's go this way. Let's just grab him. Come here, you. Hey, we got him. Where should we put that one? Right here? Back here. Back here. There we go. He's gonna sit like that, so make sure you can kind of see it. Whatever it is. Make sure it's straight. I can have that over here. I don't know what that says. Do not paint. Sure. Whatever. Somebody can get their eyeball underneath underneath it to see it. Right on. Okay, here we go. 2 missiles. Ta-da! Okay, so we gotta clean this off yet. Got these cleaned off. I guess I could put a decal on this. Let's find something to go on here, shall we? I got a bunch of these left over from, I think it's a P38 Lightning, I think, kit? I'm pretty sure. But they're small and they should look pretty good. So we'll add some detail with these little puppies. Let's use these ones. Okay, get that straight up and down. That looks pretty good. Okay. Couple decals there. Let's put one at the back. Shall we? How about this one? Another one of those. Right up here. Okay, we're down to the last few parts. We're just putting on these, I'm not sure what these things are. Some sort of vector torsion creator things. I'm not really sure. Let's try and get this. Let me rotate this around 90 degrees. Might make that a little easier. Let's pop you right in there. There we go. Looks fairly straight. Now we got a big one. Slide this over a little bit. Put a big one on. And I guess I got a little bit of not too bad, I guess. I'm just gonna put a little bit in each hole. And hopefully I'll hold them. I'll try not to shoot it across. Where's my hole? There we go. Oh. Uh-oh, knocking my dude off. Oh, guess I have to re-glue you. Use a little bit. Contact. Super glue for that. There we go. Let's just put some of that right there. And I guess I'll try to give a little bit here on the edge. I can. Okay, there's that little key. I want that to click. Oh, you little bugger. Almost. There we go. On like this, I guess. Uh-oh, I put it on backwards. Aha! We're going pointing the other way. Correctamundo. There. That would look kind of funny. One there. Oh. Okay, well, we have our things glued on. I think I need to loosen this one up a bit and straighten it. And I guess the best way to do that would be just to sort of tilt this on the side. Just sort of try to get a little bit of glue in. And try to wiggle it back straight. There we go. There, that looks better. Just kind of throwing everything off a bit there. That looks a bit better. Well, there's a look at the underneath. So far, let's see, what else do we need to add on? We have a couple little fins, I think, that go on somewhere. Right here, I think we got one of these. Goes on right there. Let's put him on right now. Yep, that's for sure. Right in there. guy to set right in there. There we go. Perfect. And so now it's these things. These little doodads, they clip on here somewhere. I think onto those. Maybe I should have put them on first. I don't know, it's like us, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And then we have our doors to put on. So I guess I might as well clip out these doors and we could start gluing these into position. And I guess I might as well clean these up first. I'm just going to work this around. So get it off there. Okay. Let's just work this a bit. Nice thing about enamels, they come back alive pretty well. And you continue to, you know, manipulate them as you see fit. Spread that around a little bit. Spread the love. Whoop! I'll clean this off a bit before I dip it. Bit of a dab. Okay, they should blend in fairly well now underneath. Okay, we'll let these dry a little minute. We'll get these glued on. Let's see what else I want to do with this little back piece that's got to go in here for the canopy. Some dry brush, I think.